Hi, this is Ken Lau. Today I want to share with you how to create e-certificate, the data automation way. Now, for example, you want to issue a certificate of participation, right, for Superman, and the course is called How to Fly and Not Jump. Okay, and yeah, it's organized by so yeah. So they are signed by two persons and then serial number also. So now, and we can put on a date into this system here. Okay, so it's a very simple tool, right? Is that now I have a list of participant names here. Okay, so they are coming from Google form or any other form, job form you can think of, right? So the name that is entered by the persons are very unique. Some like to use small letters, some like to use big letters, some combining. So, I recently, just yesterday, I heard from associations, right, organizations, they have struggling with this, right, and I never thought that there are user enter in such a way, and I thought all the time that people will be just very easily, right, they will just type all in capital letter or all in small letter, or and also I thought that people will actually use already know how to use uppercase, right? But it's not the case, right? They are been struggling to type one by one. Will be something like this. Let's say Superman, so we were to type Superman, and then the other is banana boy. Oh, look at that, right? If you notice that banana. Now, in the this feature, right? If you see, um, Excel actually with the new 365, right, they come with this flash view. They notice your what is it, your the the patterns, right? It will automatically help you to make it into a capital letter. So it's done, you see. Okay, so that is one way. Yeah, now you have a list is good. Now, how can we further automate this, right? If you use it repeatedly again, and it's massive, right? Like every single week you have what is it? Event ongoing, and your team is exhausted, right? Every single week you have you need to issue an e-certificate, and you need to make sure they are printed. You make sure that they are the date printed is also printed there, so you can do some analysis later on, right? Now, then it will be very important that you have tools like that. In fact, we can further add further improvement, right? Continued improvement is that we can actually add the cost code. Okay, you can add a cost code so that you can generate that also. Yeah, cost code and the uh, cost code. We can actually do between like this, right? So we have a several cost. You can just put it there, and then we can do a change. Now, fast forward, right? You can just talk about that. Now, you have this list here, and we have the name here. So all we need is just that we enter a manual job, right? You just drag this down, right? Yeah, 1555, right? And then that's it. And this is not printed. Okay, now watch this. So I'm going to print it. What is going to happen is that it's going to print it into this particular folder called PDF. Okay, got to close this one first. Okay, now I just delete it. So now I go back to this code here. Okay, now I go to the certificate setting, and I can change what I want. Okay, which one I want to go. I go this one. Maybe today I want to teach Superman how not to be Ultraman, be be himself, right? So I just change that, and I'll print it to PDF, And now I'm going to change the course. And now you see the third worksheet is like this, right? Autonomous, right, and hero, right, and we change that. It only change the 3 parts. You can change further. You can further customize. Right? So let's just click on this. Yeah, change course name. Okay, the date is here, and we go to the settings, search, and there is a 66, and this one, right? So you need to change manually if it's a 1-day courses. Okay, so all this can be further improved, and okay, so in fact I can use say today is 26, right? Let's say it's yesterday. Okay, let's say I have a date like this, 25, 25. Okay, now I can actually click on this thing and it will goes to 26, and this one is not. This one you can change again. This is 26, right? This is also should be 26. Anyway, I just change this one and go to certificate date. We can see that this 26. If it's 1 day, you can change that. So yes, as it's finished the setup, right? Let's go to the next step, and that is print. But if you don't like this, you can always go back here and check. Okay, everything's good. I just click on this, and we're ready to go. Right now, watch this. Yeah, watch this. So I click on the print button, and look at that. Also, it's being needed, and the best thing is that it's all made into capital letter. I don't. The system is able to make it into capital letters and trim it so that there is no data. I think there's no trimming. We can add that also. So I should say that it can go to the certificate here, right? And let's click on this certificates. So the other thing is that I want to let you know is that you can actually change the certificate name. See that each certificate is given a name, so it's easier for distributing. Now the further improvement can be also that it can automatic to send this certificate to what I call that, yeah, auto send to participant. Okay, so it can be faster than Superman. Okay, sending 90 participants name, 100 participant names, 200 participant names is a breeze. Yeah, so you can see that with we're used to use uppercase, lowercase, trim to get this done. Now with the data automation tools, right, the Excel VBA, and you can couple with Power Query, then you can do things, I'll say 100 times faster, right? And you can just see as an example, right? It depends on the need and the skill, right? So in the one in my yesterday's training, right? That is having a global participants for the very first time. I talk about this one, right? Is that knowledge, skills, and attitude, right? You have knowledge, and then you have a skill, and but one most important is that your attitude, right? The attitude of continuous learning, continuous improvement. You may have a skill of Excel VBA, yeah, but your attitude is that you want to, keep it to yourself. You don't want to share it out. You can't go far. You may be here, but you can never go far than here. Okay, you can never go far here. So a person who have this, person who do have the knowledge, don't have the skill, they remains here. So once you come to you acquire some knowledge, you got the skill, right? You have a attitude of never give up. That is good. I mean, yeah, you never give up. That's good attitude, right? It's not saying that not never give up is not good, right? And if you want to go further, okay, if you want to go further from this line here, then you need to actually. Oh, by the way, in every chart, right, there must be this one here. This also represents the time factor, right? Oh, that's not by time factor. Sorry, it's really your attitude here, right? Knowledge. So, what kind of attitude you need is that another is that you must give, yeah, and receive. You must understand that give and receive if both way. Okay, as you receive a lot, sorry, give and receive. As you receive a lot, yeah, from here you move yourself to here, and you thought that, I mean, we thought that we earned the rights, right? The fact is that the truth is that we never will actually just taking from the society in the early stage. And now we need to, it is our duty to give back to the society, right? And along the way, if you, yeah, so take the skill and give back to the society, whether you get a pay or you don't, right? You still give back to the place. Well, it's not something very common now in Malaysia landscape. But I've soon that I hope that this video will leave a legacy and it will teach my son, at least my son, right, two son, to know that his father is like that. Yeah. So this chart, right, was first learned. I first learned from my coach Jackson Ng, right? He draw this thing back then. When he bring me to the physical class with KWSP. He first draw this. I thought, wow, this was a very cool structure, right? Cool tools. Yeah. Let me just see. I think it's serious gray. Yeah, it's just a personal preference. Yeah. Feel bad, right? So what it does is that it means that if you are somewhere here, maybe a typical graduate, a common graduate, right? Your confidence level is in directions to your this is relation indirect to this confidence level, right? Your confidence low or high, it depends on this here. So high, low, also high, low. Yeah. High confidence, low confidence. Yeah. So you can move yourself to here to a different to the different altitude, right? Maybe that's called altitude, right? Forgot. Let me just check the word terms again. Okay, so yeah, that is the what is shared by Jackson Ng. Yeah, he is entrepreneur coach, and he taught me a lot of things. Yeah. So hope you like this. Um, let's come back to this, right? Let's say that you need to give and receive, right, and never give up. And of course, right, you need to have an attitude of continuous improvement, right? It's also equal to continuous learning. Okay, now continuous learning without purpose is no use, right? Because why do you learn? Because you continues to share. You want to change the world, so to say, right? Change the world, and you want to have make a better world, right? Like Michael Jackson said, make a better world. It will make you heal the world. Make a better world. La 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 la. I think the song is called Heal the World, yeah? So together, let's make Malaysia, Asia a better place to stay. Yeah, for us and for our next generations and many generations. Great, right? So you begin to have a thinking of some people will change and some people not, right? It's not because of your age, right? It's about that maybe some certain incidents make you begin to think to a legacy, right? You want to leave a legacy. You want to create a better tools, right? Leave a legacy. It's a very cool tools, right? Leave a legacy. Okay, so I talk about it in one of the deck here. Okay, so we have this kindergarten where my son also enrolled in that same class, right? And the teacher are very happy. Right? Why is that so? Because because they learned in their hiring process, right? The founder has set up a very unconventional hiring roles, right? And this kindergarten is called, they say their mission is to the kindergarten is called leadership preschool, right? And preschool usually do not come with the concept of leadership, but because the founder is a leadership coach, right? Strategist, so they do it very differently, yeah. So let's see what is the hiring process all about, right? Now the leadership preschool is called Handkids, right? When he hired the preschool teacher, he didn't say, okay, now this is your pay and this is your job and go do a work, follow my instruction. No, they do very differently. They give you a 10 reason why you should be part of, right? Why, right? And in order to do a why you should be, right? Why you should be the part. When you look at this, then you know that if you don't fulfill the criteria, then you should. It also means that why you should not be a part of a Handkids. If you spell your objective correctly, then the people know that to participate or not to, right? So the very first top reason is you're saving the world. I was like, wow, that's a big one. Saving the world. As a coach and a teacher in the school, your role is to develop right from the start, right? They tell them that it is saving the world. So now let's come back to this one, right? So they set the leaders are able to set the intentions very high. It's the visions given, and let's move on. But vision alone is not important, not enough, because he also talked about that we want to is the job fun, right? They already answered the job is fun because it's play, right? So it's stated there, and you have a word imagine, right? Imagine, right? Imagine is a strong word, right? In the all leadership, leaders understand the power of the word imagine. Imagine you're working and playing at the same time. You're working and playing at the same time. You're working and playing at the same time. How can you work and play at the same time? Well, it actually can, right? If your leadership, right? If you stated out there it's a leader, you say it's working and play at the same time, then you can, right? And what's so special about this preschool? It spelled it out. You can get a free hug, right? These are non-monetary, but it's very important. for the preschool teacher, right? If you aspire to be preschool teacher, I guess you will love this thing, yeah. And it says the learning curve is not is organic here, right? Not linear. I don't know what's not linear, but organic. What does it mean? Is that they will groom you, right? As a coach, they groom you, right? As a preschool teacher, they come out from SPM. They know their target audience, who are they hiring. They know they are fresh, but then they are ready to groom you. So have a look at that, and they don't just simply select because the thing is very strict and it's intense, right? But it's worth it because now it comes back to the first concept called is difference to the child, right? You make a difference to the child, right? Yes, certainly yes, right? When my wife enrolled to the Hunt Kids, right? I thought it's like just another school, right? It's just another, right? Why bother all this thing, yeah? By the time I had some my personal issue, so I just let my wife handle, yeah. So fast forward here, I talk about this. That one is another topic. Right? So now let's talk about that top 10 reasons. Right? There's a top 10 reasons. So this is the first 3, and then there's another 3. You are the partners, okay? Both you are my partners, right? They ever seen their preschool teacher as just another employee? They always make that dream comes true with us, right? You are to be entrepreneur. So get yourself as an entrepreneur, your ultimate path, right? When you join Hunt Kids, right? They tell the the preschool that they are going to be ultimate path is to be a business partner. So start from the begin with the end in mind, right? They already tell them. So you see, the teacher is smiling very happily because in their mind they think that not they think also, but it's also the founder already said that they are going to be business partner because for some reason that it's a strategy from the Hunt Kids, right? I'm just guessing, but then I shouldn't disclose that. Even is guessing. It's a strategy of them. Okay, so sometimes you work and the time does not exist, right? This is very extraordinary, right? Work-life integration, right? Not balance. There's no work-life balance. Well, people say about work-life balance, they want to hire people that are not work-life balance because why do we work-life balance? Because some people are working a mother, right? That is different because but they are hiring a different crowd, right? It's called fresh grad. So they just start work. They don't have commitment. So when you started time, right? You spend all the time, go and learn, go and play, and as you accumulate the experience, it's good. So as you started, you always do that, right? Book is an adventure. Imagine travel the life, right? Imagine now. Again, he used the first term again, right? It's carefully crafted, transforming the life of a child from diverse. So the work here will bring you, so you can see that. Perfect. So with that kind of things, right? You can see that this company is a unicorn, right? It's going to be like there. So I highlight all these things, right? You can see it's a public data, right? Because it's showing in Hunt Kids leadership, the leadership preschool website. Okay, you can click on it and visit them. And so I learned a lot of this, right? Inspired from the Hunt Kids leadership, right? Because as you know that my son is enrolled in class, right? And in this challenging time, they did not this organization did not close down, but expand even faster because of the founder and the leadership. From a physical, we're here, right, where some people are dying, some will close shop, they transform it into online, they adapt into this, right from the start. It's all because of the founder has very futurist. They are well prepared themselves ahead of the time. So now, because of that, I got an inspiration that okay, so seems like those people who don't when you first start last time you need to start at school, you always need to have some physical tools, right? But in this era, you no longer need. You actually can skip this step already. And you see that this gap when in the future people no longer need to have this step. This is not needed. You can have it, right? You can have a hybrid of it, or you can totally scrap it and start a school just like that. So all goes online. So what's left is that how do you add more value into your school, right? That is where you want to talk about. So we can build a school, and everyone can build a school. And the thing is that now, how do you add values? Okay. So then you need the strategy. You need to think unconventionally. You need to have a coach. You need to have someone who's been there, already be there, and they're willing to guide you. Yeah, and you're willing to guide you, and be there, and willing to guide you, and also you are willing to learn, right? Then the world's a very better place, right? If you're willing to give and you're willing to give, because you want to impact millions. Okay, with these new tools, right? Like Zoom, like Google Meet, you are ready to impact millions. What's stopping you is your willingness to learn and willingness to give. And you might want to say give. Starting point is that you give without asking return, right? You can give it free of charge, right? I mean, now what is the cost you have, right? Those days you will start a course, you need your own physical physical shop and so on. But then now you don't scrap. So what stops you from making a school? Making a school can impact more people. You have your own ways to do that. I talk about this more in my ebook. Okay. So thanks for watching, and remember this chart. Very important for anyone to achieve a next high level of success. Right? Your confidence high, your success high, and so on. Yeah. With that, thank you for watching, and God bless you.